We're here at Duvauchelle, and soon we're going to start planting our organic garden. This is the team before the photo, before the organic garden starts. Jeremy, Carol, Anna, Ben, who's making coffees, and Nicola, Brian with
sourdough.
There it is, the sourdough. Nikki, would you like it? Okay, so this is what we're building.
So we build a frame, then lay with wet newspaper, and we get some straw over the top, fertilizer, and a bit of compost topsoil, 10 centimeters thick, and we're ready to put our new seedling to grow over the next few months, winter months.
What are we planting?
Basically all brassica, sort of a cabbage, broccoli, coli, lettuce, we got spinach. Yeah, you got a lot of seedling and seeds too, because some will grow okay with seeds, but it's still warm enough to get them started.
This is the back. We've got a few weeds here to pick out. This is a cabbage tree, which needs to go. And just looking out onto...
You want it all ripped out? Or?
Yes, yeah, it's all got to go. And these are the beds. There's some newspaper being soaked in preparation for laying in the bed. And over here we're making the frame. It's going to be the basis of our garden. Some bins of rotten fruit and vegetables from Hayes. Okay, so you're digging it in here. Yes, it's very dry. Is that deep enough, Nikki?
Yeah.
Alright. Here comes the school. I'm lifting this, and this is what is left behind. And we're going to use that, dilute that, and sprinkle that around the garden. What's happening here?
Well, we're just putting the first layer of newspaper. It's just mainly to stop the grass coming through, pretty much. So, and then like this, the worm, they can read the newspaper while they're digging.
So
when they go to the toilet, they'll always have paper for afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these stumpy things, are we going to push those
No,
down?
we're gonna leave them sticking out.
Are we?
Because when we put the next, well, in the future, when we put the second layer of timber,
Ah,
the bed's raised, so
right.
we got the pegs already.
Aha.
Might as well not leave them like that instead of cutting.
Right. So this is wet newspaper. You haven't got many layers. I thought you would make it thicker than that.
Well, I cover the bottom first, then I put a little bit more, few more pieces on
Yep.
top. But it will be when all the way. It's just to keep everything dark and push it down so they stop from coming through.
Right. And so we've got the gardens looking fabulous, and we've got a...
The weeds all gone.
Yep. And now we need to use a saw for that cabbage tree.
And you wet it now?
Just,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, Philippe, just explain what's happening.
So that we did put in newspaper,
Yes.
stop the grass growing, and we got a first layer of straw. It's nicely packaged, and then we're gonna wet it, put some fertilizer, and do another layer, and then the compost on top with fertilizer between.
Okay.
So
What sort of fertilizer are we
got
using?
blood and bone organic.
Blood and bone organic that we've...
We packed in the first layer because if it's too loose, the grass could.
Come. You've got blood and bone organic fertilizer.
Yeah.
Callum, you're putting in some rotten lemons from the lemon tree.
Yeah.
And Philippe, you're just dampening it down.
So the blood and bone get mixed with the straw.
So you're not putting that much in there, Brian, though?
No, but only about a handful per square meter, right?
Okay. So you're putting compost in for the lemons?
Yeah, for the trees.
Okay.
Need to be quite loose, not packed it, so we can't walk on it anymore.
Right.
So it will be, well, you know, sort of fluffy light, and then we get the more blood and bone. So we're putting cabbage, broccoli, and different sort of cabbage and different sort of broccoli. Do the lettuce, that's right. But not that close.
Really?
Nah, but they need to grow, yeah, but about 20 centimeters apart.
Okay, well I'll do them under me.
And the thing is, you can see them
Down here is an old potato bed, which is now being planted in parsley seeds. When would we put the next layer of timber on?
Oh, this in some few years, 4 years.
Oh, okay, not till then.
No, because this is gonna drop down to about that.
Yeah.
And then we add more and more and more soil. And then it will be and more straw and more soil, and then it'll just grow. Then when you get to the top and it's packed, then we put the timber. And then it come up to here.